Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I want to start reducing the autonomy of some of our many and various subjects so that we can finally, uh, so that we, so that we can maybe annex some of them and get them to stop revolting. So, first we're going to do Sind. Reduce their autonomy and it's going to give us 1.7 infamy. Go ahead and hit that. Sind accepts. Puts us at 6.5. Transvaal colony is next. They'll accept. That's going to give us 5 infamy. But that's... Well, let me see. What other protectorates have we got? There's Belgium and there's the Ionians. I don't have any interest in having the Ionians as a core, I don't think. I am going to reduce Belgium's autonomy, but I can't do that for another year. So yeah, I think next we're going to go to... We've been having an issue in the Mosquito Kingdom. So we'll go ahead and reduce their autonomy as well. And, come on, and they accept. Very good. Sokoto is rebellious. I'm going to go ahead and improve relations with them, but at the same time, we're going to reduce their autonomy. They're a might, so we'll back off on that for now. What about Oman? Oman is a will accept. Very good. See to it that they do. Brilliant. True Shield states. Reduce autonomy. They will accept. And it's going to be an export route for fish. And the True Shield states say yes. Alright. That reminds me, actually... Oh, we got some extra authority to play with. That's good. I wonder how that happened. Pretty solid population bases. We don't have a great population base in Wales. And I'm thinking... We got solid migration attraction in a bunch of these areas, but in particular, being a little bit low on population is creating a tough time. Well, no, we're pretty, hold on, we're pretty good on power. We're still a little rough on services, though. I guess we do have a few laborers working in urban centers in Wales. Did I unlock automatic bottle blowers? I did. So we're going to implement some of that. But I think maybe now's the time... Well, let's see. What can I do with consumption taxes? Got consumption taxes on... Consumption tax on transportation is not producing hardly any revenue. So we can get rid of that. It's weird. I wonder why that is. Oh, because so many people have cars now. So let's go ahead and throw in some new consumption taxes. Alternatively, actually, what are our population numbers look like in Ireland? Population in Ireland is really solid. Didn't cause a famine there. Didn't cause a massive population crash. So what if I did... Greener Grass campaign for some of these territories here. It really costs 75, so I could do 4. I think especially Wales is a good location. What's the population of East Anglia? 3.5. You know what? I think we're going to do this. Put another one, not enlistment efforts, another one in Connaught. And we'll put another one in the lowlands. And I think that'll just give us a nice boost to immigration all throughout our core territory that's going to really help. I just noticed that we got fish here, and that reminds me, I think we should have... buildings we can flip over, yes, to a much more effective and less labor-intensive production method here with these fishing wharves to get them to be more profitable. So go ahead and do that. Because having profitable fishing is important. And then we should be able to do the same for whaling wherever we've got whaling. A good horror movie that if you like horror movies, you should watch. The Whaling. Where have I got whaling? Have I got whaling in the Highlands? Yes, I do. I've got fishing wharves and whaling stations in the Highlands. Perfect. My heart is also there. And these places have their power plants burning coal. Yes, yes they do. Alright. Now we've also got... Let me take a look at where our oil situations are. Our oil situation's pretty okay. So I could use automatic bottle blowers. Let me see. This is not actually going to cost that much oil. I think these are going to be more productive. So go ahead and swap over. No glassworks in the Midlands, it appears. That's interesting. Not this one. That one. Alright, we'll do the same here. Alright, and I think that'll be pretty good, but let's go ahead and we'll do the same in our Netherlander territories. I think that's overall still the right call. So what has that done to... Okay, that has significantly increased the price of oil in our customs union, so let's go ahead and build up some oil resources. Alright. Enough worrying about that. Where's oil? Oil is here. Alright, where can we build up? We got some oil available in Friesland, some in Congo, some in Gabon, bunch in Borneo. Yeah, we'll build up oil wells in Borneo. We're actually going to need to build railways in Borneo just to sustain the oil wells, but that'll be fine. Queue those up to the top just to make sure they get properly built. Not too bad. Alright, now we were reducing autonomy. We already did Sind, the Mosquito Kingdom, Oman, and the Trucial States. Transvaal is likely to say no. Oh, no, they're not. Alright. This will give us 5 infamy, but that's okay. So go ahead and hit that button. Okay, accept. Very good. It's Sokoto. Sokoto that might make us fight over it. Is this the right call? I think it... No, I'm going to save a little infamy because it's time for a little bit of expansion. I want to expand in Nicaragua. I think Nicaragua is a good target. Do I still have a truce with the United States? I do. Which means they still have a truce with Mexico, so I think... Oh, man. The United States is really starting to eat parts of Mexico. I don't love that. So if we go ahead and conquer this, that's a pretty good chance there. They might say yes. They will not. Alright, so we do have a front here. I'm just going to mobilize the Army of the West Indies to go ahead and put themselves on that front. We're having some market access problems. We have a transportation shortage in Friesland. So, I'm going to build up that railway as well. We'll put that one at the top. And then we'll queue in... Oh, we have more streamlined training methods we can do. Excellent. Don't have the airship mooring post yet, but we'll be able to get access to that. Let's go ahead and build up some railways in our Imperial Core here. We'll just queue these in at the bottom of the tree there. At the bottom of the queue, rather, is the word I'm looking for. I should electrify Newfoundland. I bet that would make that a much better. I bet that would improve things there. Cool. Alright, and I think that means we got about enough infamy that we can back off on doing stuff and just let things go for a bit. We have a jingoist heading up the industrialists now. That's made our government even more righteous, which is good for us overall. If I aligned with the intelligentsia, we've got a humanitarian here that would allow us to... No. The intelligentsia do not have any kind of labor rights slant. Alright, well, we're good to go for now. The government is good to go for now. Sokoto retains its current degree of independence. Fascist Senegal is fighting a war against France. They're probably going to get invaded. That's okay with me. How's the scramble for Africa doing? 95% region is going to be completely owned of state regions, owned by a country or the capital outside of Africa, subject to being a country or the capital outside of Africa, or a recognized power in Africa. So Egypt is recognized, correct? They're not. They're also big, oh no, that's just the war in the hedge. Okay, interesting. I thought Egypt was recognized at this time. What about Tripletania? Tripletania is also... I wonder if all of the former Ottoman powers lose their recognition. Let's... It would be nice to be able to grab some oil holding territories over here. That'd be very useful for our economy, because we are going to need more oil as the 20th century continues on. Electricity shortage in the Highlands. Do we have a maximally employed? Yes, we do. But we're that power plant is increasing in size, so that should be fine. And then transportation shortage in Friesland. We got these railways building already. Another Hell on Earth event, we're going to launch an inquiry. Hopefully we won't need to continue launching inquiries. No one seems interested in stopping us from taking over Nicaragua, so we'll just continue to do that. Very good. We could sway some countries, but realistically, we don't need to. I'd love to get Texas back from the United States for certain values of back. The United States continues to wax in power, although we've got a solid force comparison on them in terms of standing divisions, standing battalions rather, but they've got a lot that they can conscript. They're also notorious, which means we might be able to get someone else helping us out. No, Teddy Roosevelt, look at you. A very important president in American history, at least in American cultural history. And actually, over time, having a righteous technocratic government, we've developed a very solid base of loyalists from which to operate. Even our intelligentsia are pretty loyal, despite their overall dissatisfaction with the state of affairs in the country. This appears to be a win. So that should be pretty solid. That's American Panama. How are things going in the West Indies? A lot of people are migrating elsewhere. Probably due to low standard of living. We've got a lot of... Well, no, all these pops should be... Afro-Caribbean should be not discriminated. So all these pops should be accepted pops. Maybe that just means we need a little bit of industry built up here. Can't go wrong building arts academies. That's what I always say. Let's see if we can't do some automation in our steel mills as well. How are we doing with coal altogether? Because I think coal's our primary limiter on how much we can automate. Coal's doing okay. And we've got plenty of places we can build up coal infrastructure. Especially, frankly, in the home zones, but also throughout Africa. Like, we've got plenty of coal available all across our African territories. In fact, let's go ahead and get a few of these, some coal mines built up in some of these areas right away, just to get them operating. Actually, we don't want more coal mines in Nigeria because we want oil infrastructure in Nigeria, right? We got oil here. Yes. We do want to continue to increase that. Our state in Indonesia. Oh, would you look at that? Scandinavia is trying to take Tonkin and Annam. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, let's take a look at those steel mills. We should have a bunch of steel mills in our main Imperial Core. We're already on water tube boiler, but if we go up to rotary valve engine, they don't seem to lose... They seem to actually gain in productivity, despite thinking they won't. Yeah, okay. That's working. That's working. Alright. Alright, China's protecting Dynam. Don't need to worry about that myself. Very good. What about in Wales? Perfect. Yorkshire. Wonderful. And Lancashire. Wonderful. We probably have some in the lowlands. We do indeed. And some in the highlands. Just a little. There we go. And obviously we've got some all over Ireland as well. Okay, those ones are doing alright. New. Mexican immigration to Leinster. Wonderful. Not the motor industries. Alright, perfect. So how's that changed coal demand? Coal demand has gone up, but only by a bit. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic about that overall. How is our infamy doing? 16.6, that's not bad at all. So, let's continue to grab territory in Africa. I've been looking at Oyo for a while. 17.5. That's so much infamy. Oof. What about Bagmiri? 5.3? Bet. Unrecognized power, not going to be much of an issue. 11th British Army, we'll put that in the Army of the West Indies. Alright. And we're going to do the same over here in the Netherlands, to the extent that they have a steel industry, which they don't have that much of, but that's alright. Perfect. And I realized I forgot to use refrigerated rail cars for the fishing industries here in the Netherlands, so we'll quickly knock that out. There's just a few. And in Gelra, because Gelra is landlocked. Let's just quickly check prices. Services are doing okay. Much better in Wales. And on electricity, much better. Still a little rough in the lowlands. And then on transportation, dirt cheap most places, doing pretty well overall in the Netherlands. So the lowlands still needs more power plants. Let's go ahead and queue those in. And we'll set them up to the top. We're building a port in Nicaragua, so, ooh, man. Cancel that. Nicaragua, what is going on with your construction efficiency? Ah, it's the turmoil. You got a lot of turmoil happening. Golly. Alright, well, first things first. Normalize production methods. How much labor have you got available? Not much. Very, very low population. Extremely. Oh, my goodness, we've got starvation in the lower classes. Oh, that's really bad. Gosh. Well, I'm glad I did an imperialism and took this country over. Because golly. Yep. Oh boy, how do I... That's not helping. Seems to think it is. Vulcanized steel tools, maybe? Rubber is dirt cheap in this location. Oh my goodness, we desperately need to automate things here because we don't have hardly any labor available. Cool. Okay. Plantations are doing fine. Steam-powered thresher machines for the maize farms. It's going to be a necessity. Sorry, I'm just checking each of these individual things here so that we can make sure that the country is doing okay. Oh, I can set up electric fences in the Imperial Core. That's something I should definitely do. Alright, so that's making all those industries more effective overall. And then for this railway, we're doing alright. A little rough overall, I'd say. University's got a philosophy department. Okay. How is... Alright, standard of living is going up. So that's good. Population is growing now. That's wonderful. And much fewer people are migrating out. Alright. We'll check back. We've got to remember to check back in Nicaragua in a little bit. I think I can do electric fencing for all my livestock ranches in the core here. And that's going to make them much more productive, I feel. Let's go ahead and find out together. No livestock ranches in the West Country. No livestock ranches in... Well, there are livestock ranches in Wales. Can't do these yet because we don't have the pasteurization tech. But we'll be able to eventually. The Midlands... Absolutely. It's made them a little bit more productive. Yorkshire... A little bit improved. Lancashire... A little bit improved. Lowlands... Absolutely. That's a diplomatic play, gotta deal with that. None in the Highlands. We'll just knock out the rest of the ones in Ireland. And then we'll handle that diplomatic play. Good. Oop, one more. Sure there are none over here? There were. I didn't scroll down far enough. Okay, alright. So, let's go ahead and grab the army of Canada and put them where? Senegal. Sierra Leone. Alright, we got oil, we got rubber. This place seems to be the most effective. Touggourt has rebelled from France. That's fun. How's France's domestic situation? They've got a lot of movements. Institutions are low. We'll see how things go. They got marginalized armed forces. They do have a professional army. I wonder if their army is really small. It's not. That's weird. I wonder how that happened. Maybe they had a rebellion or something. In any case, success in Bagmiri seems assured. So where to next? I think probably I'm going to try to grab a hold of Basra. I would love to get a hold of Basra so that I can get a little bit of extra, a little bit more oil in my customs union. I think that'll be really useful. How are things doing? Still having major market access issues. Oh, Nicaragua is having a major market access issue. That's right. So I actually do need to build up railways here. How much market access do we need? Turmoil is much lower now. now that there's not starvation happening. I need 2 levels of railways in Nicaragua. So I've queued up 2 already. I'm just going to put those all the way at the top of the queue. It's going to take forever to build those, but like, wow, that's an entire ass year. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be extremely worth. All right, let's go. Slightly faster game speed here. Wow, we've been going real slow. It's been a slow episode. Let's go ahead and put the Army of Australia on this front as well. But we've actually hit half an hour already, so we'll just kind of go to the end of the year and then be good to go. So what are on my wish list? I want to knock out conquering the rest of these countries in Africa here. Borneo is going to be tough. Might need to puppet them. Gobir I can do in one go. Oyo I can do in one go. Darfur I can probably do in one go, and Wadai we'll do in 2. Next up after that, it's going to be these small countries. And then Congo, and this is Russia. Interesting. I want to grab some more territories in Indonesia. Aceh and Siak are both good targets. And Selangor and Johor are both good targets. I think after that, I want to do a little bit more expansion in Latin America. I've got hold of all of Guyana, so I might grab some chunks of Venezuela and just try to get that knocked out. Just try to get a hold of all of Venezuela so that I can have all that territory for myself. Shockingly, I would have thought... Oh, okay, no, this is the French dealing with that, so... I was going to say... dangerous equipment. The textile mills in British Chad have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Accidents have always happened, but I feel like I used to have time to react. Not this time. I grabbed his arm to pull him out of the way, but I barely got a hold of his wrist before the arm was all I was holding. Slow down production while the staff adjusts to the new machinery. Or we can't put the brakes on the engines of progress. I'm probably going to do the first one. The industrialists are very happy with me right now, and I don't need throughput. Keeping mortality down is actually critically important at this point, because my empire, while it does continue to grow in population, is still not as highly populated as I would like, and I'm continuing to have labor issues, especially in the core. This game used to have a very high overall... I can make these a lot more productive. This game used to have some real problems with keeping labor available, not anymore. With keeping people employed and overpopulation in the late game, but not anymore. They changed up some of their algorithms and generally made that more straightforward. So, we're dealing with it. It's a learning process. In any case, though, that's going to be all I've got for today. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you all on the other side.